medical couriers, sprinter vans, box trucks, semi trucks. I'm about to show all of y'all some love in one video. For the medical couriers and the sprinter vans, click the link in my bio, go down to the bottom of the page, and then you're going to get here to the independent carrier list. I actually updated this list and actually added some more companies off in there that are hiring independent contractors with your own vehicle, sprinter vans. Some of these are box trucks as well. So, and I actually labeled some of them for the city and the state of where they're located at. So that's approximately about 50 different companies that's hiring independent contractors and medical courier companies. Now for the semi trucks and box trucks, you need to come over here to loadmatch.com. Now loadmatch.com is not letting you create any more accounts. Of course, I've been having my account with them for a while. Let me log out of it. Let me show you how you can actually get to these loads. You need to come over here to intermodal directory. And even though you're not looking for intermodal work, you still can look for your freight forwarders and find other brokers and warehouses that actually have loads. So you come over here to intermodal directory, come over here to the third party, FL stand for freight forwarder, and you need to click that one right there at the top. Once you get here, it's going to go to the states. Now you're going to have to click on whatever state that you're inside of. So let's just say I'm in Texas. Now, once you get here, what you're going to have to do is you are looking, if you're not into the intermodal space, what you really need to be looking for is the ones that say freight forwarders and air freight. Now, the air freight is specifically for the ones who are, let's say, with the box trucks, because those are the ones going to be taking loads from the warehouses directly to the airport. So let's just say right here where it says air freight, ocean freight. This right here is Central Cargo North America. You would click on that for the details of the company, and now you got this company's information. Now, they don't have their phone number right here, but what you're going to have to do, you're going to have to take that information and you're going to have to Google it to get their phone number. So you can contact that company. They are the companies that have the air freight. Those are the last mile companies that's going to be picking up freight, and cargo is going to be taking it to the airport. Now, it's the exact same thing if you inside of a semi truck. If you're in a semi truck, you got your 3PL, which is your freight brokers, other freight brokers that you want to get a hold of. But to be honest, I really don't like contacting the freight brokers. I would rather you look for the freight forwarders. So like, let's say right here with the freight forwarders, those are the ones that you really want to get a hold of, because those are the ones that have their own warehouses. They got freight sitting on their floors, and they're the ones that contact the brokers to help get loads out. So you really want to be contacting the freight forwarders and or the air freight. So like I say, for the box trucks, you want the air freight. So you can go through that whole list. These are all the companies inside of that state that do air freight, that do the freight forwarding. You can contact the brokers if you want to see if they got freight, but this is how you contact the brokers and the freight forwarders on side of LoadMatch without having to actually have an account. You have to click the details of the company, and if their number isn't right there, then you're just going to have to Google and figure out what their number is. Now, I just had to say something about this comment. And the reason I want to say something about this comment is because I've had a lot of people in the past few days hit me up and say that they're actually going to go buy a semi truck, or they finna go buy a sprinter van or a cargo van. And then after that, they're going to be trying to get onto load boards and trying to figure out how to make some money. Do not go buy a sprinter van, a box truck, or a semi truck right now without already having work lined up. If you don't already have work lined up for it, don't go buy the vehicle. I know that there's other people out here telling you to go buy this vehicle, go start this kind of business, but you're going to be making such a huge investment. That monthly insurance payment, or that payment that you're going to be accruing, and then you're trying to find work, your money is going to be getting eaten up. What I would suggest you to do, if you really want to be in this industry, is to find the work first. And even when you start finding the work, lease your trucks until you find a contract or something that you know you're going to be doing that work for at least a year or two that justifies having that expense of spending 10, 20, 30, $40,000 on a vehicle, because the worst thing that you can do is spend that much money on a vehicle just to now get on a load board, and then you finally realize that they're not trying to pay you anything. So what you really need to do is look for the work first. And when you start finding the work, lease the vehicle. Now, once that work become promised, and you know that there's going to be some consistent work that you can depend on, at that time, it would be my recommendation to go ahead and buy a vehicle. But these are just my suggestions. Do as you wish. You know, I just don't want you to spend a whole lot of money on a vehicle just for it to be sitting, because even a vehicle sitting and paying for parking costs money. But all right, peace.